So, everyone, welcome to Richard and Greg show. I was going to say Nerd and Noob again.
We'll get there one day.
Well, we will. What's your name?
Greg.
I'm Richard. That's how we do intros. Now, I heard some wonder. I'm a little offbeat because I just heard some wondrous news. And can you tell everyone what that wondrous news is, Greg?
I'm expecting. No, wait.
You're expecting? Oh.
No, we were talking about Star Wars Rebels, Season 3, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Well, I suppose he's not really... He may not be the Grand Admiral at that point.
But it's Thrawn is what's important.
Yes.
I'm very excited because even though I haven't watched the Star Wars Rebels show, I love Grand Admiral Thrawn. Because I read some of those books.
Yes.
And he was like, yeah, this guy's awesome. And so was his captain at the time, Pergaris, or... I can't remember.
Don't remember.
Anyway, he was cool. Anyway, back to the actual matter at hand.
We're playing Crusader Kings 2.
We are.
Back, again.
Do you want to give us a rundown, Greg, on where we're at the moment?
I'm trying to remember.
So we're Brian now, Brian II.
We were playing in Ireland as a petty king.
Yes.
Or duke. And from the 1060... Oh my gosh. I can't remember. No, it can't be 1060.
We are...
No, it was 1060.
I can't see where we are.
It's the Battle of Hastings. I just cannot remember the year. Anyway.
Oh, is that happening?
No, that would have happened.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know who won.
I'm going to say England.
Well, that was for whom the title for what the battle.
Oh, whatever.
Anyway, so we were playing, and I think our original character. If you go back to the
yes, he is. He died of the pox.
He died. Yes. What month was that?
Mercad. It was in January. 1st of January. Oh wait,
no, he died 16th of June. So that was about 7 months ago. Our original character died, and we're playing as our second character. And really, our goal at the moment is, even though we're the Duke of this 3-province duchy,
here.
We only actually directly control the
one
county.
To the Manumhain.
Yeah, and we want to control the other two.
Yes.
I'm not going to pronounce it.
So Manum and whom their previous guy hated us. He's dead, and his son's in charge. He is fairly neutral on us, but at least that's better than this guy actively trying to hate us. He died in prison, like he should have. This guy is also a problem. Apparently he's a powerful vassal.
Yes.
Who is not on the council. And I don't know if we got space on the council for him.
So the only 2 non-powerful vassals in our council are our Chancellor and our Spy Master. Now, our Chancellor is really good, 18 diplomacy.
Yeah.
And also, in the long term, our Spy Master is 14, which is not bad.
Yeah.
But more to the point, he actually has a slightly favorable rating of us.
Oh,
so,
yes, I likes us, yeah.
It's not a problem to have angry, powerful vassals, as long as you don't have too many, I suppose.
Yes.
And in all honesty, we kind of want to get rid of this guy in the first place. So we don't really want
also true.
On the council. And he's only got a martial score of 0.
I see.
So he's not like... He personally is not a serious threat martially. And you can see his total... levy size is 634.75.
Nas is like 1,200 from memory.
Yes, but that will be including part of the levies we get from him.
Oh, 2,000.
But we get from... Go hover over it again. The number.
The number?
So you can see from vassals we get 528.
So we're actually pretty solid.
Yeah, so from our own domain, our one county, we get 1,500 at the moment, and that's actually going to increase. So we could take them both in a fight, basically, provided it was...
If it came down to that, but...
As long as there was no external allies.
Yeah, our major concern is that we want to take over directly.
Yes, and this is the thing with Crusader Kings 2, if you're just tuning in. You can't just do what you want. Because
a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
You're not a pirate, that's the point.
Fiddly-dee. Whatever.
And so you're bound, you have to have, these legal reasons to do
anything
despicable things. So we're trying to create a pretext. So actually, we should go to our laws.
Law.
Go to realm.
Realm.
So we cannot revoke titles at the moment.
Yeah.
And you can see. So there are 6 people who get to vote. Us.
Yep.
And our 5 councillors. We only have 5 councillors because we're only a duke.
Yep.
And so Okay, so 2 of them are undecided, which is
Yeah.
whatever, and 3 oppose it.
Donald and Flathbertak.
Yeah, I suspect those are the 2 non-powerful vassals because they don't have titles. They've got nothing to lose.
Yeah, you have called it.
Right. I mean, most people who have titles and are your vassals don't really want you having the ability to take their titles away.
Mm-hmm.
So of course they would oppose this. It's just common sense, unless they were yes men or they owed you something.
Yeah.
So we would like to get rid of that. Now, if we had really strong diplomacy, we could probably sway those 2 undecideds.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't.
Yeah.
So there are some things we can do with councils.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing to do, of course, is to get these guys to rebel, and then we have a legal reason to imprison them. We can't revoke, but we can imprison,
So
and that takes them off the council, and we can put our own yes men on.
So how do we inflame their separatist ideals?
Well, you can see what we're doing right now is
We've got our guy in here.
Yeah, so we're trying to work out, we're spying on this guy here. This is our spy master.
Grimmer Wormtongue, yep.
And he's looking for, evidence, blackmail, whatever. That thing, and I think that's our Chancellor over there.
Yeah, this is our Palpatine.
Who's, I guess he's improving relations with this guy.
Might be, let me see what he's
Probably
up to.
yeah.
Currently improved diplomatic relations, yep.
So we could get him to fabricate a claim and try and take another province, but actually, you might have had. If you go to the diplomatic tab, which is the one next to the independent realms. Yep.
Diplomatic.
Okay, so we don't. Oh, we have a casus belli against these guys.
Yeah, over the other side.
We got these 2 claims,
Claimants,
which
no,
I don't. I think that's because, like, a former holder of that county is in our court.
Yeah.
So we could push their claim, which doesn't help us because it just.
No, because that creates more underlings who could betray us.
Not even an underling.
No?
Because we don't have a rightful claim to that province. Like, we're not the de jure liege of
Oh.
it. And it's not a relative, so it would not be part of our realm.
Presumably we'd have good relations with that fellow.
We
but
would, but we wouldn't necessarily
benefit from it in a meaningful way.
It's not a totally useless thing. Sometimes you do want to put somebody in, like, a duchy or a province.
A ducky.
Like a neighboring one, someone who likes you, just to kind of buffer, like a
create a
neutral zone.
What was this thing the Soviets did? They created a buffer. Whatever.
Like a DMZ?
No, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we've got. So basically, are we just waiting for plots to come to fruition?
Well, we can do one thing. Let's see how.
Okay.
So our current focusing is on carousing, and we can't change it for a while. Oh, I can see, because carousing gives us +3 diplomacy.
Yeah.
And that would mean without it, our diplomacy would be 5.
Absolutely abysmal. Yes.
So we're kind of using this, and we're going to hopefully. Basically, I think our focus is on turning some of our counselors into yes men. So if we can get them to be really good friends with us, then they'll be like, I know revoking titles may not be advantageous, but my best friend is suggesting it, so what could go wrong?
Yeah. Yes. How manipulative of you, Greg.
Right.
Richard says, unable to manipulate his own tongue.
We should right-click on this guy.
Marshal?
The Marshal. And can we invite to carousing?
Invite to plot.
Scroll down.
Plot to kill. Oh, I see. It scrolls down.
We might have already done this.
I seem to recall us doing something like that. You may note that it has been a gap of time between last time we played and now.
It has been a while, yes. Okay, so go back to our character screen.
Yeah.
And let's have a look at these 2.
Student language.
What's the...
We're
we're already inviting people. Okay.
So something's in the works. So let's crank that and wait for that to go down.
Yeah.
So we're trying to improve relations with various members on the council so we can get our way.
That's the idea. Yeah. And this is the thing with Crusader Kings too, is sometimes...
Hello? Of course I will come to feast with you. I will bring my best appetite for revelry.
Is that our...
that's our
Chancellor.
Chancellor.
Cool. Well...
he will also bring his appetite.
That's our spy master. Always good to have your spy master on your side, because...
they can assassinate you.
Oh,
what? You cannot join us for merrymaking this time. What do you think for the kind invitation? Well, that's a shame.
Basically, you want your spy master to like you as much as possible.
Same with the bishop. Doesn't want us, nor does. Oh, I think we seem to have invited everybody.
Yeah. Well, that is carousing for you.
Yeah.
I mean, we've still got 2.
Is that the guy who runs here? Is he our steward? Oh, okay.
Well, I think he's really good at
stewardry.
Stewardship.
Oh, he's okay.
10.
I think it's because he was a powerful vassal that we put him in there.
And it was his best stat by a long way.
So I seem to remember we had
not something to sneeze at.
Oh yeah, well we had a super. Oh hello. Distractions seem to overwhelm you during your studies. The simpler pleasures and even plain and mundane chores seem like time better spent than drowning in books all evening. How does one manage to keep focused when everything else is so much more appealing? So we don't want to study much.
We definitely want to take the top option, I think.
If I learn even a few phrases, it'll be worth it. I guess learning languages is not for everyone. So we get slothful, maybe.
Well, there's a chance of slothful.
Stressed or diligent?
Diligent.
Let's do it.
I don't think anything happened. Although you can click on your character again.
Flap.
Yeah, we didn't. Neither of those events happened.
That's alright. At least we're keeping to our studies. Yes, we're still lustful. Very good. Still greedy. Like it. Cruel. Always.
Ambitious.
Yes, very good.
Ambitious is a solid trait.
We are not a friendly person. Do we have any positive traits here at all? I guess you could. Sometimes you could argue ambition.
It's fairly neutral.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, wrath. We're angry, lustful.
I guess if it's wrath, but
that's
more of a hot temper.
We'd make a great Viking.
Well, we should. We should move up north over this way.
And there's some interesting stuff coming in the next DLC for Vikings.
Yes, really. Oh, hello. What's this? My mission to Urminurminum.
Great. We improved.
Been success. Managed to make them understand how awesome we are. Perfect. So this is the Viking lands over here.
Well, actually, no, not in this time period.
Oh. Oh, well, okay.
So this is after
the chiefdom.
This is after the Norse have been
Christianized.
Yeah.
Okay. So I remember I first time I played Crusader Kings, I started over here somewhere, and
ooh, that's a tough start.
It did not go well for me. Well, because I read online it was apparently like one of the better starting for new players, but I quickly ended up having a 4-year-old murdered by my family. Oh, hello. Mission to Rome has been a success. The Cope likes us. I didn't understand yet how awesome we are.
I don't know. I think this Pope's a little urban.
Oh.
Or urbano.
Urbane. Oh, hello. Special feast.
Let's get this party started.
Damn straight.
So we get some like events happening.
We get some prestige as well. Is this the Pope?
This is the Pope.
That is a nasty mustache. It doesn't make a trustworthy Pope, does it?
That mustache is error appropriate.
He's just. Good thing in a Pope. Cynical. Arguably.
Ooh, okay.
Is it the drink? Is it something someone said? You don't remember, honestly, but someone has to pay.
Alright, hover over it. Hover over the...
sorry, put him up?
Oh, it doesn't okay. So
it's our only option. We do a fight.
I think this is gonna basically set up the next.
So I'm going to fight with my Chancellor. This is the opposite of intended effects.
Better than fighting with your Spy Master.
I guess that's true.
Oh no!
Oh, you put up a good fight in spite of being just as inebriated as you. After a while, you were both exhausted and had to call it a draw.
Okay, hold on. Let's hover over.
Over this.
89% gets beaten up. Oh.
Sex appeal.
For like 6 months.
20%.
It's like 3 prestige. It's not a big deal. Let's check out our character. Make sure nothing. Oh, it's okay. We only got beaten up.
Which one's
It's
that?
the little heart minus.
Oh, I see. You're over here. Cool. Anyway, back to the Pope. Oh, hello. Reveling carousing is over for now. Time to get back to real life. Well, that was fun.
And we also get a permanent +1 to diplomacy.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's definitely going to help us because we're eventually going to switch out of carousing.
Yeah, so do we want to start another carouse? Or
we can't. So if you go back to our character for a sec.
Yep.
See the...
Carouser.
Go to the one next to it, to the right.
Recent carousing.
So we have to wait for that to expire, which
is
basically...
ages away. Yeah.
End of next year.
Well, come back, Pope. There we go. So he's cynical and just. It's probably a good combination.
Humble, erudite,
always good.
content, and chaste. He's a solid
This
Pope.
guy's actually and a master theologian, I hope.
Check out his learning score, 27.
Wow.
That
This is a pretty solid Pope. I'm down with this guy.
So you can get the...
People regard me with envy. They should... could they be any more influenced?
Suck up.
Oh, this guy admires me. Who's Taj?
He's
he's one of my commanders, I think.
Yeah.
Taj begged me to help him become as successful as me. It was almost disgusting how he admired my ambition and success. I will teach you, but I've gotta charge you. So all I understand is his milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and their life is better than yours. He could teach you, but he has to charge.
I believe that's the gist of it.
Oh, pirates! I like pirates. I've been marauding in increased numbers.
We should actually stop the episode.
Should we? Alright then. Well, guys, we'll find out about these pirates next time on Nerd and...
The Richard and Greg show.
Yeah, the Richard and Greg show. Alright.
Next time we'll get it right.
I don't want to promise anything. Admiral Thrawn! Grand Admiral Thrawn!
Yep.
I love Grand Admiral Thrawn.
He's the...
I thought they got him out of the extended universe.
He's back, baby!
Yes! Is he still blue?
He's a chiss, yes.
Good.